Fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold on and I'll find you.
Njambi's Perspective. Conversations that matter.
Today I don't have much. Today I want to plainly remind you something. Something that I had to be reminded myself. Trust God to do it. Trust God to do it. You know, a few months ago, I was not okay. I was in a very, very tight spot, if I may say. And in this tight spot that I was in, I got sick twice. I got treated, but I had constant headaches, and they were very, very severe. I thought I was going to lose my mind. And in this very tight spot that I was in, I just go to bed and break down for hours, before I could find sleep. My mind was not okay, and my heart was not at peace. I was in so much pain. And it was bad. It was so bad. God, it was so bad. And I'd pray and ask God to bring me to a point of peace in my life, because that is all I craved for. When you are not at peace, your mind is not at peace, your heart is not at peace, you cannot be okay, and I was not okay. I just wanted to have a feeling that one day I'll just wake up and be contented with what I am and who I am and where I am in my life, and that I'd have peace, I'd be at peace with myself, That is all I wanted. And in this tight spot, in this moment of this very tempting time, my relationship with God was not right. It was broken. But then I remembered that God is a God of all seasons, And when I say all seasons, I don't mean when you have plenty or when you're in lack. I mean when in good days and in bad, He'll always be God. So at this moment, my relationship with Him was not good. So this was a very bad moment for our relationship. But I remember that He is God of all seasons. And so what I did is that I trusted God to do that for me. Whatever I craved, this peace that I wanted so much in my life, I wanted that, and I wanted God to do it for me. And long story short, God did that for me in a very surprising way that I'm going to share with you some other time, because I'm still in the process of this change that I experienced, that God put me through, because this is what I believe that this is what I needed. Because at this point, I can confidently say that I can confidently say that God did it for me, and God has brought me to a point of peace in my life, and that today I can just wake up and be contented with what I'm gonna do this during the day, or where I am at this particular point of my life, that I am at peace with who I am and what I'm doing. And that is just everything that I craved for months ago. And not even, it was like 3 months or 2 months ago, Ni juzi tu. So I can confidently tell you this, that I am a living testimony of trust God to do it. Because I trusted Him and He did it for me. So, what is it that you want? Is it that job, that person that you want so much, that car that you need? Maybe you want healing, maybe you want peace like I wanted. Trust God to do it. And this might seem hard because you ain't sure if your relationship with God is still intact, All I can tell you is tap into the little faith that you have. I know that at the core of you, at the core of your being, there's a connection between you and God. So tap into that. Tap into that connection. And do it for you, because That is all you need to break this chain that has weighed you so down, And in the process of tapping into that, do not dismiss your emotions. Feel everything that you have to feel. It is part of the process. You have to own your truth. Is it the anger in you, the pain in you, the heartbreak? Do not dismiss that. That is your truth. And acceptance is the first step to redemption. Hey, wow. Acceptance is the first step to redemption. You have to accept the situation that you are in for you to be redeemed, So do not dismiss your truth. Do not dismiss your emotions. Do not dismiss your truth. Feel everything that you have to feel. It is part of the process. Accept the situation that you're in, then do better by you. Don't just sit there and wait for, let's say, a miracle to happen. You have to do better. You have to keep going. You have to keep moving. You have to keep pushing everything that we talk about every day. Do not just sit there and wait for things to happen. You have to work for, if it's the peace that you crave for, what can you do to gain that? If it's the job that what can you do to get that? If it's the money that you need, what can you do to get that? And in the process of doing right by you and doing better by you and accepting your situation and not dismissing your truth or your emotions and trying to work on your connection with God, trust God to do it, because He will surely do it. Believe me.
Just fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold on and I'll find you.
For this and more exciting content, log on to www.anchor.fm/Njambi-Gaitho or follow @Njambi Gaitho on Instagram.